Hey everyone, Dr. Trevor Cates here. We're back. I'm back with esthetician Katie. Katie is the lead esthetician at the Spa Doctor, and I was just chatting with her, and I thought it would be great to come in and share with you all something really important. We were talking about a spa day at home today. I did a live earlier on how to do a spa day at home, and so Katie had some interesting feedback that she wanted to share, and then also she wanted to make sure that you know about three things to share with your esthetician. So if you're not doing a spa day at home, but instead you're going into a spa, you're going in to see an esthetician for a facial, there are three things that you want to make sure that you are sharing with your esthetician to get the most out of your facial. So the first, Katie, I'm so curious what you thought about my spa day at home live that I just did.
I loved it. I was so excited. I felt like a proud mama, like, oh, look at everything I taught her. She's learned so much. Because, like when we started doing spa days at home and encouraging people to do it, it was because we don't get out and we don't pamper ourselves. We couldn't go to the spas. So I just really loved everything you said. I especially loved all the stuff you incorporated about remembering journaling and gratitude and speaking kindly to yourself. You mentioned like whether you write it on the mirror. One of my favorite things to do is take a dry erase marker into my bathroom, and it's always in there. And I love to write things on the mirror, but affirmations aren't necessarily something I've done in a long time. I'll write to-do lists, like don't forget to do this, but I haven't necessarily been reminding myself that I'm beautiful and I'm lovable and I'm worthy. And so that really resonated. Like I need to do a lot more of that self speak of, reminding that. I also, music is a great thing to do, like turn on some music and maybe pick like a specific length of a set of spa music, and you can make that your spa day at home. Like just focus in on that time. I loved all your tips about the eye tea bags for the eyes. I totally want to do that, and I'm going to do that the next time I travel. It never occurred to me that I can always go down to the lobby of the hotel and grab a chamomile tea. So I'm definitely going to incorporate that.
Yeah, well, those are great. And I think that, you and I talked a lot about things that people could do at home for a while. It was just people just weren't getting out there and we weren't able to go get facials. So we talked a lot about how to do self-care at home, and still it's not that necessarily that easy. Some people just don't feel comfortable going into a spa right now. So doing a spa day at home. However, things are looking like they're starting to open up a little bit.
Yes.
I wanted you to share with people the three things they should make sure that they share with their esthetician, because you want to get the most out of a facial when you go into a spa or see an esthetician. And thanks. I have there's a comment here from Janice. They like dance a little. Yeah, that's a great way. For stress management, dancing is
Yes.
for a spa day at home. We should definitely include that.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, so Katie, what are the three things that you want to make sure people share with their esthetician?
Yeah, well, first of all, like you said, it's so important that we know that we don't want to mess up what we're doing at home by going in and getting something that's supposed to be better for us and pamper us and all that. So it's really important to do a little bit of homework and research before you just go to a spa and get a facial. You don't want to be using these incredible ingredients at home and then go to a spa where they're using bottom shelf, full of endocrine disruptors, chemicals, fragrances, all of those things that might cause a lot of skin reaction and irritability, which would then take away from the whole wonderful experience of having a spa day. So that's really important, is first of all, do your research, know your products, know what they're doing, and just have that in mind when you go in so you're not disappointed with anything.
Yeah, and your skin's not angry at you and you're leaving the appointment. Yeah.
Yes. And also, like with regards to that, if you don't have facials on a regular basis, I would never ever get a facial done the night before like a big event like your wedding, because for those exact reasons, you would hate for your skin, especially if you're like at a resort destination, you've never been to their spa before, you go in and get all these products, they smell good, they look good, it's beautiful, and then you break out the next day because your skin didn't like the fragrance or something like that. So do your homework. That's number one. Number two is goals. Have some really clear goals of why exactly you're going in to see an esthetician. I do recommend seasonally, just as the seasons are changing. If you can get in 4 times a year to see an esthetician, that is a great way to keep a good maintenance and just not only pamper yourself, but really have somebody just kind of keep an eye on anything. So yeah, goals. That's a big thing. Make sure you know that your esthetician knows, I'm concerned about hyperpigmentation, because guess what? Your esthetician might not see the hyperpigmentation you see, because we pick ourselves apart and see the things that really bother us. And your esthetician might be like, oh, her skin is very dehydrated, but you're sitting there going, I'm speckled. And so it's important that you communicate those goals so your esthetician can still address the thing that needs to be addressed, but still address what you want to see happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really fantastic. I mean, you got to set yourself up for success and set the esthetician up for success too.
Yes, absolutely. And hopefully we haven't all, but some of us have had horror stories with facials that didn't go so well. And it can be really more traumatizing than what could have happened just by not going to the esthetician at all. So it's really important to have those goals clear with your skincare professional. Also, finally, the third thing is disclosure. Please don't lie to your estheticians. Just like you don't want to lie to your doctors. They're not out to get you. They are there for you. You are paying them. Tell them the truth. If you use a retinol every single night, or even once in a while, please tell them, no matter what it is, if you're using something that could compromise your skin by incorporating other ingredients, it is very important. Also, if you are getting like a chemical peel or a treatment, something that's maybe more on the aggressive side, it is very important that your esthetician knows what has happened to your skin for the few weeks prior to that, so that they are not causing any damage, that any skin lifting or color changing that could scar. You just want to be super, super smart. Your esthetician will know if you're lying by the way your skin reacts to the products. So just keep that in mind, that it's for you, that it's so important that you disclose the truth about your skin. That includes medications. We can be on just a normal medication, and it can have a very adverse side effect with certain skin products. That's also why it's important that you're seeing actual estheticians for your skincare, and not just like an example of this. I went to a spa once where they had a facial and a massage, but the massage therapist would just do a facial massage with products. But they didn't know to ask all the questions about allergies. Like, they don't know that if you have a seaweed sensitivity, that you cannot have iodine, things like that. So it's imperative that you're going to professionals, you're telling them the truth, you're setting up your goals, and you're doing your homework.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Katie, so much for sharing all those tips. And for anyone who's looking for a little bit more information about their skin, you can go to theskinquiz.com and find out your skin personality type, because that also will help you figure out what is the best skincare routine, what is the best kind of skincare that you need, both internally and externally, what will help you address your unique needs. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you, Katie, so much for hopping on with me.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thanks for having me.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.